Kevin Costner and Harrison Ford's Yellowstone salary will look small when compared to Jason Sudeikis' Ted Lasso reboot salary. Reports have suggested Jason Sudeikis' pay for Apple TV Plus' Ted Lasso Season 4 is going to make him the highest-paid actor on television. Apple TV Plus' Ted Lasso, one of the most-watched sports comedy dramas, created and starring Jason Sudeikis, became a sensation upon its release. The multi-Emmy award-winning comedy series, which was initially said to have concluded after 3 seasons, was announced to return for Season 4. Sudeikis casually dropped the information in a podcast interview before Apple TV confirmed it officially. Ted Lasso has been one of the most beloved shows on the streaming platform, and ardent fans are just thrilled that the show is finally making a return. But what's more interesting is the fact that Jason Sudeikis' salary when it comes to reprising his character. The recent information on Sudeikis' salary is going to make his fans happy. Ted Lasso actor Jason Sudeikis to be TV's highest-paid actor, leaving Kevin Costner and Harrison Ford behind. Jason Sudeikis must not have thought that going back to his character of Ted Lasso, which he initially created for commercials, would bring him fame and success the way it did. When Ted Lasso premiered on Apple TV Plus, it garnered a lot of attention and eventually positive reviews from critics and audiences. Everyone not only loved Ted Lasso but also invested a lot of time in understanding the storylines of the show. Fans were disappointed when it was initially announced that the makers had decided to conclude the series after 3 successful seasons. A lot of fans believed that the last season was super rushed with writers and makers trying to wrap up the storylines. However, a lot of it was left open-ended for the viewers to interpret, but back in March, it was confirmed that the show is going to be back for a 4th season. Apple TV Plus' head of programming, Matt Chernis, shared via Apple TV Plus Press. Ted Lasso has been nothing short of a juggernaut, inspiring a passionate fanbase all over the world and delivering endless joy and laughter, all while spreading kindness, compassion, and unwavering belief. Everyone at Apple is thrilled to be counting on our collaboration with Jason and the brilliant creative minds behind the show. Now, according to reports by Life and Style, not only is Sudeikis returning to play Ted Lasso, but he is also going to be the highest-paid actor on television, leaving Yellowstone universe stars Kevin Costner and Harrison Ford behind. The reports suggested that Sudeikis is reportedly getting paid $3 million per episode. The insider shared, Jason is going to be TV's highest-paid actor when this show finally comes back on the air, and he should be taking home around $3 million per episode. The project was never about money for Jason. It was about proving himself as a writer and star and about getting across this message of optimism and hope that has always been the center of the character. According to Cosmopolitan, Yellowstone's Kevin Costner was reportedly paid $1.3 million per episode, and for Season 5, he was paid $1.5 million per episode. On the other hand, Marca reported Harrison Ford, who stars in Taylor Sheridan's 1923, was reportedly paid $1 million per episode. Even though the actor was paid a decent amount of money, Sudeikis reprising the character for the 4th season makes their figures look small. Ted Lasso returns to coach the women's team for Season 4. The actor, co-creator, and writer shared during his podcast with the Kelsey brothers that Ted Lasso will be seen coaching a women's team in the upcoming season. Not much has been shared about the storyline or the direction the writers are heading into for the upcoming season, but in the same report, Life and Style, the insiders shared, what's going to be different about the upcoming season is how it's getting even more of a truly personal project for Jason, especially how they'll be filming a lot in the Midwest, where Jason grew up and where he found the inspiration for the Ted Lasso character in the first place. It was shared earlier that the reason Sudeikis decided to conclude the show after 3 seasons was that he wasn't motivated sentimentally. The sources noted that it took him some time, but he has finally reached a place where he feels like his character has more story to share, and his co-stars are happy to join him. Towards the end of Season 3, Juno Temple's Keely Jones presents a proposal to Rebecca, played by Hannah Waddingham, about the women's team, but Ted Lasso is back at his house, leaving AFC Richmond behind. Fans have assumed that maybe this is where things for his character would change, and he'd be called in to coach the women's team while Roy Kent and Nate continue to coach the AFC Richmond. The source also suggested that the actor is returning to write and play the character on his own terms, and for that, he is getting paid the amount he deserves. Fans are already thrilled with the show's return, as they cannot wait to see what Ted Lasso has to offer in the fourth season.